This is my prep for WPC Nationals in July, end of it. It'll be 19 weeks out of prep. The too long didn't read version is, if you just want to skip ahead, in the description there'll be a link to this, and I'll make it so you can make a copy of this, steal it, do whatever you want to it. Or you can just check in and see how I'm progressing throughout this. Now, to go over the prep, basic principles: try not to think about goals, try not to think about anything but getting better that day. I'll keep it flexible, but I'll try and stick to the script, obviously. That's why I made it. Keep it specific, and I'm going to try a lot more frequency with this time and a lot more overall volume as well. Keep it simple, obviously. I'm not going to be doing a lot of variations of the lifts. Mostly because I don't have access to the ones I'd really want to use, and the other reason is it's just not as specific. It doesn't have as much carryover as the actual lifts. So basically I have the big three. Everything else I consider prehab. I'm not a bodybuilder, powerlifter, trying to get stronger. I'm leaving in the heavier work in this time. Last time I skipped it in the off season, and I just don't think it kept me as strong as I should have been. Alright, so getting into it, here's the main split that I'll be going on. I'll be squatting 3 times a week, benching 3 times a week, and deadlifting once a week. Each of those days will be heavy day, medium day, light day. For squat and bench, deadlift is just one day, so yeah. Pull-ups plus is just pull-ups and then all kinds of rowing, just whatever kind of rowing. I'll probably be relying a lot on chest-supported rows to keep my lower back as fresh as possible. Otherwise, I love barbell rows. I think they're a great exercise, one of the best for back. Now, the first 3 weeks will be a little bit different. I'll be deadlifting twice a week and squatting twice a week instead of the 3 times and 3 times. Squats stay the same. I made a split in case I want to have a couple of drinks on the weekend, but after like 1 week of that, I never do. So, like I said, you can drink when you're dead. Alright, so here's the general overall script right here. 19 weeks out, squat row, deadlift row, bench row, pull row. I'm not going to bother putting that in. It's in there. You can see the weeks. Now, also on top of these, each having their own individual days. Also, it'll be like a waves. It's going to be like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. Basically the same way that 5-3-1 operates with their periodization. Deadlift numbers are here. I'll get into all that later after the prep. My deadlift peaking starts about 7 weeks out, ends about 4 weeks out, and then goes to a maintenance phase. Well, then I will work on peaking my squat and bench without draining my CNS from deadlifts. And then it's go time. Now getting into the actual numbers. Alright, so bench main work, we got a 5x5 on Monday at 70%. Medium is a 3x2 at 90%. On Wednesday, and then Saturday is my heavy day of 5x1 at 100%. Now, the 5x1 is considered the 100%. All these other numbers are built off of that 100%. It's just a way to make everything relative. Those numbers aren't of anything. You'll see the working weights here. Percentage of my 1 rep max is here. This is my hypothetical 1 rep max. Hopefully that goes up, but it's not going to change my numbers no matter what. Then we get down to the back down sets are 50% lower. 3 x max 8s means that I'll be doing at minimum 3 working sets of max rep sets, but the sets are capped at 8 reps. So, and then also if I happen to get 3 sets of 8 reps, I'll do a 4th set or a 5th set, and I'll keep doing sets of 8 until I fail to get 8 sets or 8 reps. And for the heavy day, it's capped at 5. I think capping it there kind of keeps me a little bit fresher and will give me a little bit more overall volume and while keeping my form tighter. So then also you're going to see down here, so we go week 1 is a light, and then we got a heavy week, and then, or a medium week, then a heavy week, and then it goes up. So 235, 255, 275, then 245, 265, 285, then 255. So it's kind of like that wave thing. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. I don't know. You get the point. Wave loading, or wave, that's not wave loading, whatever. You get the point. Squat matrix, very similar to bench. 5x1 in the heavy day, 3x2 in the medium day, max. I might just do an AMRAP on the 3x2 and the 3x3, depends on how I'm feeling. I really just want to maintain that that 5x1, that heavy weight, the top end strength, while still building a lot of low end volume. Then back down sets. A lot of back down sets, max 8s, max 8s, max 8s. As that goes on, I might probably drop a lot of this volume. I don't think I'll be able to handle it, to be honest. Well, obviously I think I'll be able to handle it because it's in there, but we'll see. Another thing that's a strong possibility is about 8 weeks out, I might drop my light squat day, and so then I'll just be squatting twice a day and taking that extra time to focus more on recovery. Dead Matrix. The Matrix is a reference to algebra, not the movie franchise, although I did really enjoy the movie franchise. Thought it was a lot of fun. Super plausible as well. So the first 2 weeks are denoted here, and then you'll notice that we're doing 5-3-1 twice, aggressive aggressive progression. And then after those first 3 weeks, we're going to go to deadlifting once a week, and then the 5x1, and then we'll do the max 8s at the 5-3-1 numbers. At 7 weeks out, like I previously mentioned, then we start working on our singles. These peak numbers mean that I will be taking, like, I'll treat 585 as kind of like a daily minimum, but if that's like an RPE 5, then I'll take another jump to 615 to 645, and I'll go until it's RPE 7 or 8. I don't want to completely destroy myself, but I want to feel it out and see what I'm capable of. And then 4 weeks out will be my last feeler set. Now, also because of that, going to that 7 weeks of heavy deadlifting is another reason to drop that third squat day. Now we get into the tracking. This is what it'll look like for tracking. Monday, bench at a 5x5 at 235, so there's a total tonnage. Daily tonnage is summed up there, same number obviously. Then you have Wednesday, you have the 325 for a 3x2, the back down sets, hypothetical, what I think I'll get. Obviously this is going to change if I actually get this, and then the numbers there. So then we have daily tonnage here. And I'll use the daily tonnage to kind of help me both, well, keep me from killing myself, and like later on I will try and gradually lower that. Like with the squats, I'll be dropping the third squat day if I have to. I will do the same thing with bench. I'll drop the low end bench as a way to kind of get rid of some of the volume for the sake of volume. Volume is never for the sake of volume. Volume for the sake of volume is great because every rep that you do is probably another fraction of a kilo on your bench or whatever. Now, the hypo 1 rep maxes aren't going to have a lot of relevance right now because the sets are capped at 8. Obviously, I can probably do 265 for more reps than 8. But as we get further on in the prep, this will start having a little more relevance to give me another idea of where I can go with my 1 rep max. Overall schedule. This will be I'll keep probably 1 to 3 weeks of forecast in here. Forecast is like, I don't think like the weather. So I have what I'm going to be doing for the next 3 weeks, have all of my workouts, the main sets and stuff like that, and I'll also track this. And then when this week gets done, I will put it into a separate tab that will be in there, and it'll be like a history tab. And that way I can look back through there and see what would happen, what was working, why I had a bad workout, etc., etc. Also squats. I'll be adding in box jumps. Last time I did these, I was 10 kilos lighter, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these or not. We'll see how I do. I should lose another 5 kilos, but it's not something. Other thing you're going to see on this tab is a bunch of mobility work, the stuff that I do daily, a lot of questions, to-do lists, probably even shopping lists, pros and cons, just a bunch of other stuff, random crap. Now that gets us to the peak. I've already touched on this a little bit, but the deadlift, that last feeler is 4 weeks out. That's that 675 plus number. And basically a feeler is I'm going to take the singles up to RPE 7 to 8, and then I'll do a back down sets at 5 singles at 80 to 90% of that top single. Yeah, if I can't, I'll try and get all 5 of them at 90%. If I can't, I'll drop down to 85, 80, whatever it takes, just to keep working on those singles. And then after the first 2 feelers, then we'll kind of go to a little more scripted. And it's just a way to feel it out. If I weigh in at 94, currently I'll be competing on Thursday, so that might change some of these dates a little bit, but not much. And that pretty much covers everything, so. Yep, 19 weeks out, ready to smash some crap. I got a couple people that are really driving me to compete. Not like I need that, but it does help a little bit. You can follow me on Instagram. I'll post that in the description as well. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace.
Tengo hambre, mucha hambre.